Hi, Ted.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. I
Yeah.
wanted to talk a little bit about the music because I'm not sure who the person is that's singing, but there was this one lyric in the beginning where she says something about the simple sound of morning that makes me feel alive. I love that. And I think that's such a great theme for the film, considering the subject matter. What is it that makes you feel alive? And can you tell me who that person is and where you found them?
Well, first of all, that's Nate Roos of the band, formerly of the band Fun. So he's a Grammy Award winning singer songwriter. Um, Nate and I had a beer in Sherman Oaks at the Pineapple Hill Saloon
Of
two
course you
years
did.
2 years ago, which is a dive bar in Sherman Oaks. And I said, I gave him the script. He loved it. He has two children, two young children. He's like, this touched my spirit and my soul so much. And I said, would you please write a song? Would you please write a song for us? He's like, I'll write as many songs as you want. He ended up only having time to write the one, but The Simple Sound of Morning is such a beautiful, beautiful melody and beautiful message for the movie. Um, I think all the music in the movie works that way. I mean, I think the opening music by the Lumineers, Isabel Fly, is such a stunning song, and then Brandy Carlisle wrote this beautiful song for us as well. And then mixed with our composer Ben Wallfish, who did Hidden Figures with me, and I've known Ben for years, and I love Ben. Ben did a 50-piece orchestra at Abbey Road in London, and he remotely directed it from Santa Monica, and I was remotely watching from Massachusetts, and there were 50 musicians in a composing room and in London. So the musical journey of this movie was beautiful, and I think the music came out so wonderfully.
It absolutely did. And this is your reteaming with Melissa and Chris since St. Vincent, right? So
Yeah.
what made you reach back to them and go, "Hey, come do this movie with me?"
Well, you always want to be around people you love and respect, and those two I really love and respect them both as artists and as human beings. We have a lot in common. We all have children. We all love comedy. We all are honest and real and hopeful. I think what attracts me most to Chris and Melissa is they have a similar philosophy that life is good, life is hopeful, life is there's light at the end of the tunnel, the proverbial tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and so we just get along. We're like a family in a way. Melissa's like a cousin to me, or a sister you talk to. uh, they're just good people. Like they're just good people. They're not, Melissa's not the private jet person. Melissa's like got two kids going to volleyball practice. That's Melissa, and the same thing with Chris. So we're all like everybody else. We're just trying to get better.
Yeah, that energy kind of comes across throughout the project. You know what I mean? And last thing I want to talk to you about is that, this film helps us to recognize that depression is something that if we're just dealing with being honest about our own life and not quitting on the people that we love, it will eventually turn out okay. Would you agree that's pretty much the message of this film?
Yeah, I've gone through my own mental health um, bouts over the years with depression and anxiety, and so I really relate to that, and I really understand it. And I've been in therapy for 20 something years, um, and all of us, Chris and Melissa, have had their own things that they've gone through. Everyone's experienced mental health issues at some point in their life, and you know what? We still don't talk about it. We still think, oh, it's not cool to talk about. And here's a movie that like puts fright face front, like right in front of you. This is a guy who experienced a tragedy and is taking a mental time out to deal with it. He's a man, and maybe that's not cool, or maybe that's not strong, but it is what it is. It's necessary. If we don't deal with our mental health, my therapist always says something to me: everywhere you go, there you're going to be. I'm like, what? I'm like, everywhere you go, there you're going to be. I'm like, that's a good one. It's like, so like, if you don't deal with it now with this person, when you get to this next person, it's going to be there. Because guess who's going to be there? You're going to be there. Right. And so that's what the movie's about. Teaching you, learning, and showing you that if you don't deal, it just shows up. So there's no way out but through.
I love that. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be. Is that what you
Everywhere you
said?
go, there you're going to be.
there you're going to be. I love that.
It's a good
I
one.
think that is the perfect way to end. I don't even want to ask another question because it can't get any better than that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Ted, for taking time to talk to me today. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.